Hi, I'm Carol Dwyer, and in 2009 I was diagnosed with stage 4 metastatic breast cancer. I've been writing, and here's a piece called My Pictures. When I was a very little girl, my mother took me aside and showed me a piece of black construction paper that had chalk scribbles on it and the letters that spelled out her name. I looked up at her amazed. She was showing me an artifact of prehistory, a time before I existed, a time before my mother knew me. My mother showed me a sign that she had been a little girl once too. It was a moment that fed one of my passions, a passion of documenting history, my history, and the history of the times I lived in and the people that I loved. I began in kindergarten, and all through high school I saved catechism tests and spelling book pages and stories that I wrote. I began taking pictures on the Brownie camera that I was given at Christmas when I was about 10 years old. I wanted to remember what it was like to be me as a child. I wanted my children to know what my life was about. I was grabbing bits of time and holding them for as long as I could. I took pictures more seriously at the age of 15 on my yashika and developed them in the darkroom. I could see the power of truth in the unposed faces that I captured, my mother not smiling, my baby brother's dirty face. Then there was college, and after that my clothing store in the East Village. I took pictures of street art, graffiti, and 1980s hair as I traversed the lower neighborhoods of Manhattan. I documented the evolution of my style and confidence, the gentrification of our neighborhood. I got married and documented the life I shared with my husband and his early career. Then our children, and later my new neighborhood and friends when I was on my own again. I took lots of pictures where I worked and of the people that I loved to work with too. So it was not a total surprise when being diagnosed with cancer that I documented the process of working with the disease that I had won in this contest of life. I took pictures of my breasts before they left me and my hair as it fell out into the drain. I had someone take pictures of my son shaving my head. After surgery, I was in the bathroom and called to my daughter to grab my camera. She hesitated. "Mom, what are you doing?" I made her nervous, but I was laughing that my lymph juice matched my underwear, and I stood in the bathroom with a striped cap on my bald head, a bandaged chest, and 4 pink lymph drains coming out of my sides. I was laughing that the inside and outside of my body were color coordinated. I was simultaneously taking pictures of my son's new tattoos, my daughter going to prom, our potluck Christmas caroling parties, and all the other sweet things that I could grab hold of. You never know when you might forget how special every day is. People that are so important to you are here and then gone. A picture can't replace them. They hold a moment that you shared or a moment that you didn't know about them, but there they are in the stroller at the prom with their first love or on their last trip. So it's odd now, as I witness the nearness of my own mortality, that I should slow down on the documentation of it. My camera is broken, and I can't carry the weight of it all over like I used to. But I also look at the moments I've collected, and I realize that these are my moments, and I won't be here to share them. It is time for someone else to pick up the camera and carry on, and hope that my moments that I have captured will entertain and inform others about my existence on this planet. I am less and less behind the camera, but more and more just breathing in this brief moment that we call life. I can't hold it. It can't be held. Just lived and breathed, and it's not always easy, but it can be enjoyed nonetheless. I have pictures to prove it. Thank you.